There is a saying that grass is always greener on the other side. Looks like the social media platforms are making this true in real life. There was a time when companies like Meta, YouTube, Snapchat copied from TikTok and introduced their own versions of short form content, such as Reels, Shorts, and Spotlight. Now, when this TikTokification is complete and these platforms have exploded in popularity, companies are giving up on the short form content. Recently, Meta has suspended its creator fund that was giving money to creators for reaching certain benchmarks and said that the engagement on Reels on Instagram is costing them $500 million every quarter or $2 billion every year. On one side, when existing platforms are broken with the short form content, more companies like Spotify and Amazon are introducing this short form dopamine machine into their own platforms. But the most interesting part is that the platform that first prevailed the short form content itself is going for long form videos. Yes, we are talking about TikTok here, that itself is increasing their max video length from 15 seconds to 60 seconds to 3 minutes and now up to 10 minutes. There was a time when all these companies were claiming that the short form content is the new medium due to ever decreasing attention span and the need for constant stimulation. So what went wrong? In this story today, we will talk about the short form content. We will see what's wrong with these platforms. Why is short form content not generating enough revenue for them? Have companies overestimated on the short form content or something wrong in the business model itself? So if you are interested in this analysis of the short form content on these popular social media platforms, then stick around. If we look into the history of short form content, then its credit goes to the Vine app that was launched in 2013. Vine had videos of up to 6 seconds and was acquired by Twitter. But within 2 years, the creators from the app started moving to other platforms. And the reason was that the app didn't have monetization for their content. The app failed and was shut down completely by 2017. Then in 2014 came Musical.ly, where users were able to create short videos from 15 to 60 seconds. Musical.ly had a solid user base in US, especially among youngsters. In 2017, ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, acquired Musical.ly and merged it with TikTok in 2018, which eventually became the most famous short video platform. After the success of TikTok as a short video app, all big social media companies launched their short video service. Facebook launched Lasso, Instagram launched Reels, Snapchat launched Spotlight, and YouTube launched Shorts. Initially, all these platforms said that the modern generation doesn't like long form content because they are not able to concentrate for a long time, and short form content satisfies their constant curiosity and stimulation. While this topic is debatable and we'll talk about that in a minute, but this is true that if we start scrolling through short form content, then at a time we waste at least 20 to 30 minutes. Today, whether it's YouTube Shorts or Gen Z's favorite Reels, they have millions of views and they attract a big audience. In fact, Spotify has copied the same idea and made a vertical scrolling tab in their homepage to discover music and podcast. Amazon is also in the race now, who have found a new way to sell and review products through Inspire feed. But still, the question is that if this vertical scrolling is becoming so popular and everyone is adopting this style, then why are these platforms regretting their decisions and facing losses due to the short form content? Well, we'll talk about that, but before that, if you have enjoyed the video so far, please smash on the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you are interested to know more about these kind of topics, then please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell notification so that you never miss a new video from us. Thank you. The success of any social media platform depends on two factors. First, creators. Second, audience. So let's talk about the creators first. We all know that there is no dearth of content creators on any of the social media platforms. But what is missing is the loyal short form creators. Do you know the biggest short form business content creator? No? Okay. Do you know any famous short form creator in the finance or gaming or comedy niche? No one, right? And you know why? Because there are none. During COVID, when there were lockdown and people were at home, short form content was getting popular and creators also saw it as a gold rush. The most profitable thing with the short form content is that the audience doesn't have to find the content. Instead, the platform itself promotes the content to the audience, giving short videos more reach and popularity. Some creators use this opportunity and gain more followers in less time, but as soon as they become big, they switch to the long form content. On the other side, there are many creators who became famous by creating a few viral short videos, but today no one knows them. And the reason for both is same. In the short form content, there is so much pressure to follow the trends and put something to go viral. That's why people who are genuinely interested in the content creation and doing some impactful work switch to the long form videos. But most of the people come and go in few short videos only. Now let's talk about the audience. In the last few years, the audience has also lost interest in the same repetitive content in the short form videos. People are tired of watching the same style of videos, and they don't get any benefit other than to waste their own time. Most of the short videos neither have any messages nor there is something to learn. Do you remember anything you learned from any reel or shorts you watched in the last 1 week? Nothing, right? It's the same for everyone. But we all remember that one podcast where we have learned something meaningful. Initially, all these social media platforms sold us the gimmicky short form content, saying that the attention span of people is slowing down. And we also somewhere believe them. But is it really true? Ask yourself how many Netflix series you have watched in the last 6 months. I am sure for most of you the number is in 2 digits. Then how come our attention span is reducing? If we see the numbers as well, in the last 2 years only, the podcasting market went up from $4 billion in 2020 to $18 billion in 2022, with no signs of stopping anytime soon. In fact, the average long-form YouTube video length is increasing every year. Also movies as well. In 2021, the average length of the top 10 highest grossing movies was 131 minutes, which is almost 20% more than what it was in 1981. While the science behind the dopamine functioning while watching the short form videos can be true, but this is also true that people are still happy to spend 20 to 40 minutes in watching the documentary and podcast episodes instead of wasting their time in scrolling through the trash of short form content. So we talked about creators and audience, but how about these platforms? Why platforms are moving away from short form videos? It was these platforms only who just copied the idea and spent millions of dollars to launch and promote it. Meta recently announced to suspend their creator fund that they were giving out to the creators who reach certain benchmarks. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg said, "The next bottleneck that we are focused on to continue growing Reels is improving monetization efficiency, or the revenue that's generated per minutes of Reels watched. Currently, the monetization efficiency of Reels is much less than Feed. So more the Reels grow, even though it adds engagement to the system overall, it takes some time away from Feed, and we actually lose money." Head of Instagram Adam Mosseri also said, "The platform has gone too hard on pushing videos and will look to make photos more of a focus once again in 2023. Meta is losing $2 billion every year because of Reels. And this brings us to the reason why platforms are moving away from the short form content. And it is the lack of interest by the advertisers. The majority of the revenue for these social media platforms comes from advertising, which is very ineffective in case of short videos. Most of the advertisers don't like to advertise on short videos. And the reason is that in most of the cases, brands cannot connect themselves with the short form content. You will never see a tech company like Adobe or bank like Bank of America advertising with short form content. Most of these companies, when they do advertisements, they don't expect that after watching the ad, audience will go and subscribe for a product or go and open a bank account. They are doing it to make their brand presence in the minds of their audience. And the vulgar and misleading content from the short form videos does not resonate with their brand image, and they don't want to compromise with their brand values. According to a study, companies like to advertise with long form videos 100 times more than the short form videos. And that is the reason that why many of these platforms want to switch to the long form content. TikTok, from where all these platforms have copied, itself is promoting their long form videos and has increased the length of its videos to up to 10 minutes now. Now coming to the most important question. What will be the future of short form content? Are these short video content platforms going to die? Well, the answer is a big no. Although companies are now back on track and understood the consequences coming along with the short form content is not going anywhere. But the trajectory will change. Instead of pushing audiences on the short form content, the Reels and Shorts will become the support system for the main ingredient in their respective platforms. For example, YouTube Shorts will be used as a source to increase the reach of a channel, especially for new channels where the YouTube algorithm is struggling to find the right audience. Shorts will help in increasing the audience base, which will eventually be beneficial for both the creator and the platform. So, that's about the short form content today. Let us know what you think about it. Do you think that the future will welcome the short form content same as the long form videos? Or are the shorts short-lived? Let us know in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this video, please do like it. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel and help us grow. We are trying to bring more amazing business stories to you. Also, let us know what other business stories you would like to see. With that said, I shall catch you in the next one. Thank you and have a nice day.